Siege is coming soon, and this new freaking sweet game mode is gonna be so much fun, and I've got all the critical information for you, so let's get it. What's up, guys? MtgJedi here. How you doing this morning? Welcome on in. I just want to first take a moment and say thank you to all of the subscribers. We're almost at 20,000, and I don't know, maybe I'll do a special giveaway or something when we hit 20K. Let me know if you have any good ideas about that. But either way, I'm going to be giving away tons of gems to start. I am going to be having a bunch of videos, at least a couple, on the new Siege game mode, and in every single one of them, I'm going to do a gem giveaway. So if I forget, you just make a comment down below with your player ID, and I'll get you some gems in there, okay? I'm working hard behind the scenes on an extensive Cursed City guide with my dude Roz, my teammate. He's really provided me a ton of great information to springboard off of and share with you guys. I'm so pumped about all of that. There will be gem giveaways in all of those videos for Siege and Cursed City this week and next week. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, now is a great time to hit that sub button. Help me get to 20,000 subscribers, and we're going to provide you with some, in my opinion, top tier content. Let me know how I can continue to improve and serve you guys, but I'm excited to bring this content to you. Now, with this game mode coming into the game, I'm going to offer a discount on some takeover services regarding Siege. I'll be offering discounts on building Siege teams, and I'll be offering discounts on coaching up a Siege team this week on stream. So if you would like to take advantage of that, come on out to the live stream. I've been running about 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. EST, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. And then Friday, I've been starting at about 1 or 2 p.m. EST for the shard pulls and sweet fun Friday hangouts. Man, that's a tongue twister. But today, let's hop over to the news desk and let's talk about this Siege breakdown. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Now, you will be able to find this over on my website under the articles section. I have all of this information over there for you. Actually, this text is a little bit small. Let me go ahead and pause here. I'm going to get this bigger text size on the screen so you can see it better. And if you want this after the video, it will be on the articles on my website, MtgJedi.com. Okay, that's much better. So today we're going to be focused on posts because all of us are going to need to take advantage of these posts. Now, before we jump in here, you are going to be able to put any normal team you want in the post, but I think strategically the best way to take advantage of this is going to be by using these restrictions on the teams. I also think that that's the fun part. Big shout out to my clan leader Rebel. Thank you for getting these screenshots here of all of the 18 posts, I think. And this is again on the website as well. But here are all of the different posts that you're going to be able to take advantage of. In post 1, you can choose barbarians, immunity to turn meter reduction, or high elves. And then there are a bunch of different options for each of the posts. There are 4 of the pacts, which is like your alliances. The one on screen you can see there, the Nyrizian Union or the Galen Pact. Any of those, basically the line straight across in your faction list, like your inventory. Let me just show you in the game in case I'm not explaining myself correctly. Maybe you guys know exactly what I'm talking about, but I'm talking about these, like the Tolarian League, Galen Pact, these 4 faction groups, or in the last one, the Nyrizian Union, 3 factions. My guess is that 4th faction is coming by the end of the year. Let me know what you think as well. I'd love to hear your opinion about all of these things in the comments below, so make sure you let me know your thoughts and feelings about this. So there are the 4 pacts, okay? There are the 4 champion types: attack, defense, HP and support, and there are only 8 of the factions represented, like Ogryn, High Elves, etc. And then there's the one special one, which is the immunity to turn meter. So you can see all of the different post breakdown available here. And the most important thing that I think is for me showing you out of this is the collection of the data. And that is going to look like this. So in post 2, 5, 11, 15, and 18, those are where you can put your Nyrisian Union teams. And we can strategize about all of these different teams, but at the end of the day, it's going to come down to each individual account is going to be different. You have champions geared differently. You have champions that other people don't. You are missing ones that other people have, etc. Okay, so you have the 4 alliances, pact, however you want to say it. But in the first two, in the first one, there's 5 different posts. The second one is 6. The third one is 4. And the fourth one is 2. So not all of these restrictions are created equal, as you are going to see here. And so if everybody in your clan is like, oh yeah, I have an awesome Tolarian League team, that's just not going to work. So I want this information to help you in your planning phase, okay? Here's the turn meter one that we've mentioned a couple times. There are only 3 there. For support champions, 3, attack 4, but HP champions have 5, and defense champions only have 3. I have no idea how they came up with this list, by the way. It seems completely random. And then last but not least, we have the factions. Bannerlord, Sacred Order, and Ogryn and Lizardmen all have only 1 each, whereas High Elves, Barbarians, Skinwalkers, and Orcs all have 4 or 5. Like, how does that make sense? How does that even make sense? It does not. It does not make sense, okay? So, I don't know why they did this. Why aren't all of the factions represented here? Like, we had easily enough room to do that. Either way, I don't know. Why isn't there one that's Epic Champions only? Why isn't there one that's Void Champions only? Like, there's so many other options that we could include here. I'm not sure how we arrived at this answer. But this is going to tell you what you need, right? Because, like, 5 people can have Skinwalker teams, which does make me happy. I do love the Skinwalkers. But, only 1 person can have a Lizardman team with the sweet Unity Teox guy, okay? So you're going to have to plan this, and we've been doing a lot of planning in my clan, so I know that this information has helped, and I wanted to share that with you guys. Now, jumping back over into the game here, I want to talk about your siege teams. When you are building your siege teams, you're going to want to come over to Arena. The saved teams for Arena, this is where you are going to make your siege teams. So I suggest using like the top half for your Arena teams and then the bottom half for your siege teams. I really wish it was a separate screen, Plarium. I don't know why we have to go off of this screen, but whatever, that's what we have to do. Now, for a lot of your other teams, like if you're not using a restriction, then you can just use normal Arena teams. But remember, you can't use a champion more than once. So, like, let's say, you're Mikage, right? Everybody can get her. Let's say she's one of your best built champions on your account because she's one of the best champions in the game, and rightly so. Like, my Mikage is like almost 400 speed, 387. And she's got accuracy, a little bit of resistance. She has a little bit of crit rate and crit damage, etc. And that is a pretty good build for my account. I also think that she's in a 9-piece protection set. So she's really, really well built for my account. She's one of the better builds on my account. Let's say you want to use her in a team. You have to decide what team. Now, there's no Shadowkin team. So why? I don't know. Why can't we build a Shadowkin only team? I don't know. I don't know. But that's not an option. That's not part of the list. Okay? So we don't need to put her with all Shadowkin, despite the fact that this team is sweet, okay? What we do need to do is we need to put her in a team that makes sense. So you need to think about how on your account you're going to balance out your champions. In addition, you need to rethink everything you know about auras. Okay, I already did a video on unvaulting all of the speed auras, the all battle speed auras, and apparently you can set that up. So let me see if I can get that. So apparently, if you come in here to this filter and you put speed and campaign, that is going to give you your all battles auras. Okay, so for me, let me pop myself over here to the right side so you can see these. These are all champions that you should be considering on your account. I did a full video on this. Like, these are how you're gonna go first. If you don't care about going first, so be it. But like, everybody should start thinking about building a high Katoon. You really should. First of all, we have a lot of barbarians to possibly use, right? So, and then second of all, she could go in any team basically, right? She has this turn meter boost, she has the decrease, she has the all battles, so like everybody could be building high Katoons, break those Kajas out of the vault, you know, all of these champions, your deacons, they should all be under consideration. I finished the Packmaster Fusion. Most of these are 19%, and you should think about putting banners on them. You know? Okay, so with that being said, you're going to use the team setup here to create your teams. Okay? And for the posts, I do think that using these restrictions are going to be the way to go. For example, if you have this insane Sacred Order team, I would suggest using it. We have Cardial and 9-piece protection. We have Venus Cupidus with good gear. And then we got Rajguard to put up block damage. How are you literally going to deal with that if I go first? Okay? How are you going to deal with that? You know what I mean? So these are things that you want to be thinking about using your energy, what is it, mana energy? Something like that, in order to activate these posts. How much of this resource will we get? We still don't know. But whenever you're coming in here, you can sort by faction if you want to do like your leagues, right? Your pacts, or whatever the case might be. And then you can sort by, you know, faction if you're doing the specific factions. You can sort by, you can't sort by type, but in order to do that, you could come over here and sort by type over here. You could basically go all of your HP champions over here, which I think is particularly a tough one. I think this chick, her value just went way up, you know, in terms of protecting your team. Sir Nick, it might be your time, my dude. It might be your time, Sir Nick. But like, are there any champions with an all battle speed aura that are HP champions? I think Mortu is Arena, right? Increase so speed in all battles. Mortu. Freaking Mortu, okay? We all wanted to see more Mortus, didn't we? But yeah, so I think that there's a lot of creativity to this. You're going to have to really think on how you're going to fight and defend in these game modes, okay? So, is that all the information that you need about this? Do you want a specific video about teams for all of these? These are just questions that I have, you know. I have my incarnate ready to go for my High Elves team, okay? And that's coming to fruition, and just as I said it would. You know, like, bust these people out of the vault. Like, Supreme Elhain, she's probably the top damage dealer. Better, maybe not better than 6-star Crushing Rend Yannica, but, you know, maybe. Better than Ethos, though. So, either way, we have tons of options now. There are so many good, cool teams that you're going to be able to build, and most of them start with your mythicals. So when you're thinking about making teams for this new game mode, start with your mythicals because they probably have your best gear. Next, go to your Void Legendaries and your fully awakened champions, or your empowered champions, your Carl with no gear. That was funny. Alright, but yeah, so hopefully we're going to be able to have tons of fun in this game mode. Give it a chance. If you are down on this game mode already, just give it a chance. It's going to be fun. I know it's going to be fun. I'm sure there will be some frustrating parts as per usual, but that just means it's a challenge. And when you overcome the challenge, then that will bring all of the enjoyment, all of the fun. Talking to your clanmates about this is going to be so amazing. We're going to be talking about it on stream definitely today and in the near future, this week, etc. So make sure that you make time to come hang out on the live stream, and I'll see you guys in the next video.